I'm Donovan McNeely. I'm a director with the Prince Edward Island chapter of the Canadian Hemophilia Society.
I'm Jen McNeely. I'm his wife, and I'm a member of the PEI chapter of the Canadian Hemophilia Society.
We were at home one day, and Declan, who would have been 3 at the time, 2 at the time, he was not well, and we thought that maybe he just had the flu or he was really sick. So, we had kept him home, and we were kind of looking after him. And it was after, I think on the second day, I noticed that his lips were starting to get pale. He was starting to get really white. So I said to Jen, there's something that's kind of really not right with that. So anyway, I stayed.
I called.
We called the hematologist.
So IWK, they have hematologists on call 24 hours a day. So that's a huge support to us. Anytime you can call, somebody will give you advice. So they took his blood, and him and I were in the room for probably 20 minutes. And the doctor came back, and she just said, we have a helicopter on the way to airlift him to the IWK. She said his hemoglobin levels are like dangerously low, so they figure, she's like, there's an internal bleed somewhere. So, that was really scary. I called Donovan right away to tell him, and they gave him 1 blood transfusion at
while we were there.
While we were waiting.
For me, one of the things that I remember the most was, one, being told that we couldn't go with him, and having him, even though his Nana was there, we can't thank her enough for that, but the fact that he was being wheeled off on a gurney with a bag of blood, and he's screaming, "Mommy, Mommy," and that was kind of heart-wrenching at the time. And then we had to drive for 4 hours, not really knowing what's happening with him, if he's okay. We thank everybody that was involved in that situation, that he ended up being fine. But that was our first real run-in with hemophilia. So the event that we're going to have is it's called the Beards for Bleeders. It's actually a beard competition that we're going to have here at Upstreet, and it was brought to us by Educated Beards. So we can't thank them enough for all of their support, both Upstreet and to Educated Beards. Kevin has just been an amazing asset, Jonathan, even Alicia, Nicola, and we just really wanted to thank them. But it's really important to come out to Upstreet when we have this event in February, to support the local chapter of the PEI Hemophilia Society. There are other families like us that live with this condition, and they rely on having to travel off island to be able to seek medical treatment in certain scenarios. And so it's really important that we raise as much funds as we can, so that people don't have to worry about that. People that might not have the means, or that they're kind of coming at a deficit for having to travel to care for themselves.